I mean, obviously happy that we won the game. Sometimes when you're in a little bit of a rut, you sort of have to just fight your way through to a victory. Sometimes it's not as artistic as you want it to be or as beautiful as you want it to be, but it's a little bit of, rolling up the sleeves and fighting. In Germany, we used to call those a Stauch. But, it's just for us, it was a battle. I was proud of the way we fought and we battled. I thought we picked up our game in the second half. We were better in the second half than in the first. I thought it was a deserved penalty. Probably maybe could have had another one as well. But, so I'm pleased that we got the victory tonight, and I'm pleased we got the shutout, big save by Stefan on the PK.
What can you say about 200 career wins?
Coaching a long time. And, it's fantastic to finally get it because I was starting to wonder if we were going to get it. But again, like I said, it's a reflection of I've had a lot of great players that have played for me, but, this is, it's great. If this can be the year I get 200, that's part of even bigger success at the end of the year.
What was this deal with Yedlin tonight?
Yedlin's situation was such that, it's his situation is very close. Some things are not entirely completed yet, so you didn't want to play him and have the risk of injury happen without everything being finalized and completed. And hopefully that'll be finalized and completed in the next day or two.
When did he get back into town?
He got back in on Saturday. So he worked out today on his own, yeah. Or with us. I mean, he worked out with our coaches, yeah.
But he hadn't gone through a training session with the team for over a week, right?
Yeah, correct.
And nice to have Marshall back.
Nice to have Chad back. I think you guys saw that yourself. I mean, he makes good plays. He wins headers. Helps break up attacks. His knowledge as to when to step in is very good. I thought he was good. I thought Jimmy Triori was good tonight as well. I thought he was a little unlucky on the PK. I mean, I haven't really seen a replay of it, so. According to the linesman or the assistant referee, he said his arm was extended over his head. You guys have had the benefit of the replay, so you can tell me if it was over his head or not.
You talked a lot this week about not just getting the result, but just having your guys play better. You got the result, but was this a step in the right direction, what you're looking for with your team?
Well, I think we played better defensively. We played better in the second half than we did in the first. So those two were positive things. We're still missing a little bit on our passes. Sometimes our game is still a little too narrow. We need to go wider at times. And I thought the times we did go wide, we had some things created for ourselves. But it can still get better, and it will.
Did the field affect anything at all?
The field was the same for both teams. So our grounds crew did everything they could to make the field good and safe for the players. They had a corporate event, so they were trying to, bring the field into a situation that it would be as good as possible for our team.
So there wasn't any footing problem at all in terms of the players?
I think players, because of the rubber that came up, there was definitely some slipping out there that was maybe a little more than usual. But again, like I said, the grounds crew tried to do everything to make the field as good as possible.
How big was Stefan's save in the first half of the PK?
Well, it was huge. I mean, I thought the PK was harsh, so I felt a little justified when he came up with the save. But obviously, it was a big save, huge save.
What do you think of Brad's play as a lone right back?
Brad played fine. I mean, he can play right back. He can play right midfield for us. He helps us out wherever he is on the field. It just, we need, we still got some guys who are playing their way back into form. Marshall being out for the 2 weeks, so his fitness isn't quite up where it was. Leo Gonzalez still trying to get his game fitness down. Jimmy Traore is trying to work on his game fitness as well. So all of those things, impact us a little bit. But I thought Brad, wherever we stick him, does a good job for us.
You said the second half was clearly better. What factored into that?
I thought we were a little more aggressive at bringing the ball forward with our outside backs. I thought that was better in the second half. I thought Marco Papa and the rest of the team, we tried to play more balls behind their back line in the second half. I thought we stretched them a little bit better. They had a high line the first half, but I didn't think we stretched them enough. And I think that helped open the game up for us.
What did you think of Oba picking up
You know, I don't know if I agree with Caleb Porter from his last assessment of the referee when he refereed our cup game or not. But you know, I mean, is it a yellow card? It probably is, that second tackle, but I think there were. I thought there were similar tackles that weren't given yellow cards. You know, Jermaine Taylor came in from behind 3 times and never got a yellow card the whole game. So, you know, it's fine if you're going to pull the yellow cards and pull them out consistently. But it seemed like, I don't know what it was. It was 5-2 or 6-2 on yellow cards, us to them, and I didn't think it was that lopsided within the game. But obviously, it's disappointing and made us work a little harder at the end. But you know, it is what it is.
Does it affect the way that you use personnel on Wednesday?
You know, obviously we'll look at that, you know, in the next 24 hours, and we'll think about it. You know, Opa's not going to play next Saturday, so certainly his chances of getting minutes on Wednesday are greater.
The play in the back line, you talked about you got better defensive in the second half, so the back 4 playing well, and Stefan, communication that went there.
Well, it's not just playing. It was them bringing the ball forward a little bit quicker, you know, more so than anything. That's something we talked about at halftime, that we thought at times when we got the ball out wide to our outside backs, they didn't come forward. They didn't move their midfielders. And if you come forward a little more aggressively, then their midfielders have to move. Then players open up, angles open up that you can play balls into.
You guys are out now with Houston tonight. That hasn't happened very much this year. Does it just speak to the physical nature of the match?
You know, Houston is an athletic team, is a strong team, and sometimes games go like that. You know, I think we outfouled them by 3 or 4, but you know, I don't know. I thought there were some fouls that weren't called going the other way, but that's just me. You know, I'm a coach, so I look at it, and coach of the Sounders, so I look at it with those colored glasses sometimes.
Any more questions?
Okay. Thank you.